And welcome into the Knox County Veteran Services Office Friday Night Lights as we bring you an homage to Field of Dreams and Groundhog Day, a repeat of last season's Week 1 opener between Centerburg and Utica in the middle of a cornfield in beautiful Ohio. You are listening to the starting point of Knox County pregame show.
Hey, football fans, as we cheer on our teams this season, let's talk about a crucial support team right here in Mount Vernon.
At Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center, we're here to support you through every decision, just like a coach guides you through the big game.
Whether it's about pregnancy testing or exploring your options, Starting Point is all about giving you the information and support you need.
Just like every play counts on the field, every choice you make for your life matters.
For more information, visit knoxstartingpoint.com.
Knox Starting Point, you have more choices than you think.
Welcome back into the starting point of Knox County pregame show. I'm Kyle Kirstener. Joining me in the booth is Ron Strong. And Ron, tonight we've got Utica coming to visit against Centerburg. And last year they started off with a 21-6 loss to Centerburg. What are you expecting in Week 1 tonight?
Well, your typical Week 1 ball game. You know, both teams are coming in a little nervous. They're now on the field. It's for real now. You got the refs all suited up and ready to go. And you know what? Both sides of this ball field are packed with family and friends. So it's going to be an exciting game. Looking directly into the sun, and as you said, in the Field of Dreams football. So we're looking forward to it. Should be exciting.
Indeed, as we got two teams coming at you tonight. Utica coming off a 4-7 season last year, as they have a strong wide receiver returning in the duo of Weston Simon and Hunter McKinley. Both two young, fine athletes who can get up and get the ball, but they are going to be looking to replenish the backfield as both their quarterback and running back graduated last season. So they will turn to the younger juniors to see how they can step on the other side of the ball. Centerburg, Miles Marshall returns along with Blaine Ball, both powerhouses for them last year as they went to an 8-4 and 5-2 record in the KMAC, and they look to continue that success as they get ready here for Week 1 kickoff. As our game is going to be brought to you tonight by Griffin Insurance, Howard Hilton, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Spearman Financial Services, Pizza Cottage, Buckeye Stoves, Danbury Senior Living, Knox County Veteran Services Office, Knox Public Health, Mobility Management, Citywide Solutions, Ariel Corporation, Conway's Danville Pharmacy, Velvet Ice Cream, and Hinton Heavy Equipment Repair. So, Ron, as we stare into the sun here tonight, both these teams looking to get off on a good note. In the start of the season, you never really want to have a sour one to hope up, because that's going to determine the rest of your year. Unfortunately, this game can kind of make or break your season at a point where when you're a team that's coming in on a little bit of a struggle. Utica the last couple of seasons is trying to get their feet back underneath them and get back on the more winning side in the conference as they go through the LCL. And as your Centerburg, you've gotten back to where you have been as they were a perennial powerhouse a couple of years ago. Can you maintain it?
Absolutely. And, of course, Utica, after losing their first game last year in the same setting, they're looking for a little revenge. So they're coming up. They've got the energy level, and they're looking to do some surprising tonight to Centerburg. So we'll see as they're teeing the ball up and getting ready for tonight's kickoff.
Indeed, and that's where you can usually catch them is that first game. If you can get out there, punch them in the mouth, maybe they're thinking, well, we got them last year. We can get them again this year. You never know. So as we get set here for the kickoff, Utica will be kicking away as they won the toss, and Centerburg will be back to receive. Marshall is back deep as the ball is up and over, and it's going to drive back to the 5, bounce into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback as Centerburg will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Well, the big thing tonight, Kyle, is whether or not Utica is going to be able to contain Miles Marshall. He's the guy. They're going to be going to a lot. The Trojans will, so we'll see what they do defensively to try to combat that as they get out there for their first round.
And speaking of Miles Marshall, stick around after the game for the Pizza Cottage post-game player of the game each and every week. So Centerburg comes off the sideline as they will be led out of the huddle by Blaine Ball in their customary shotgun formation with an empty backfield. Marshall split out to the left in the slot. Whistle's blown, and we're ready for the start of action here in high school football, Week 1. Marshall in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Ball's going to keep it himself, and a good job there defensively by the tackle to stay at home and bring him down.
Yeah, good penetration there. Saw number 55, 53, Trayden Oliver, and a bunch of other ones in there. So great job by Utica's defense to hold them to no gain.
So a good first down here for the defense as the Redskins come back to the line of scrimmage, ready to attack this Trojan offense again. This time, ball will have Marshall in the backfield on his left-hand hip. 2 split out right, 1 far left. Comes set, looks over that defense as the ball comes back. It's going to go to Marshall this time. He's going to have a crease there, but he can't get through it as he tripped up over his guard's foot. And we have a helmet off the field here as well. So we'll have to watch out for a little extracurricular activity, but another good stop.
Yep, Aaron Hayes in on the tackle for the Redskins. I like how the Trojans offense, no huddle these days. They just get to the line of scrimmage and get ready to go. Look for the signals from the coach, and off they go.
Becoming more and more common as we see it in the high school ranks these days. And even it's starting to trickle its way out into what used to be more conventional, traditional huddle-style offenses. So again, as they continue to look over the sideline, they will go into a empty backfield again for ball, 3 to the left, 2 to the right, as their big tight end checks in out there on the far side. I believe that is going to be Jackson Bellinger, as he's going to drop back, and that's who. Oh, he's looking for his wide receiver, wide open at the 40. He's got to get away from the cops, got his speed. Touchdown, Trojans.
Wow, wide open. Hayden Love with the catch and the run for a touchdown. Wow, way to strike fast for the Centerburg Trojans. Great pass, great catch.
Indeed. You saw it struggle on the first 2 downs as they were trying to run the ball. And as Utica you would expect, really prepared for the run as Miles Marshall came back after averaging over 100 yards a game last year. They did a good job shutting that down, but they forgot the passing attack. And Blaine Ball has shown last season he could let go of the ball and get it downfield, and has no shy of doing it again here as he hooked up with Love for a 80-yard touchdown score. So the lineup for 2 now, as Marshall will be on the left-hand hip as Ball's shotgun. He's going to turn, look back, step up the line, and make a change to the play. 2 stacked to the right, 1 split out far side left. Ball comes set, looks over, man in motion from left and right is going to be Love. He's going to run into Marshall. I think a little confusion in the backfield, and ball will go down. So at 10:30 here in the first quarter, Centerburg 6, Utica nothing.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Schenk.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
Filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation.
And we're back as the Trojans kick off. It's going to be a low bouncing kick picked up by the back man. I believe that is going to be Brown. He's going to go off to that right side, Zeichler, as he gets through 1 tackle and almost through a second, but tripped up there at the 35-yard line. And that's where the Redskins will start 1st and 10 from there. We'll call it 36.
Well, bouncing back from an 80-yard touchdown pass, now the Redskin offense is going to have to come back with really good field position to try to get some things going in their favor.
So Utica will come out for 1st and 10, their first series of the ball game here, as I believe Aaron Hayes will be the signal caller for the Redskins. Number 2, as he's lined up in a shotgun, or a pistol formation. Now sends a man in motion up to the line of scrimmage, and the running back off his left-hand hip. Hayes takes a snap, drops back. He's going to look. He's going to go deep as he's looking for Hunter McKinley, and just overshot him as he was going on a kind of post route, and Hayes threw the flag.
Yeah, had his guy there too. If he could have just pulled back a little bit, he had a lot of power behind that pass. So great opportunity there, but they'll come back and go 2nd and 10.
Little first play nerves there. As you said, that big 80-yard touchdown run, they definitely want to answer that back, and that's what they were looking to do there on 1st and 10. So 2nd and 10 now as the Redskins come to the line of scrimmage against shotgun formation.
Let's go, Red! The pass brings up 2nd down for the Redskins.
Hayes is going to have Hall on his right-hand hip. He's going to send a man in motion from left to right. Snap, turns, hands it off. Hall's going to get it off that left side. He's got a little bit of a crease up to the 35, but that closed quickly. Got a gain of maybe about a yard.
Yep, good trip up there defensively by Hagen Bryant. Able to bring him down with a couple other Trojans. So 3rd down now for Utica.
Ball sitting at the 36-yard line as Utica looks over to the sideline for the signals. Checks the wristband and comes set with the shotgun formation. 3 split out far right, 1 near side to the left. Hall stands behind Hayes and now comes up on his right-hand hip. Excuse me, Bowen's in the backfield with him this time. Man in motion from right to left is going to be Hall. As Hayes takes the snap, drops back, he rolls right, he's looking downfield. Now he's going to look back into the middle field. He's got a receiver there, and the catch is made at about the 44-yard line. And we'll see here, it looks like the ball may have came loose as the Trojans were running with it to the sideline, but I don't think the official agrees with that assessment of the play. They're going to say it's a completion, and the ball is going to be down shy of that 1st down mark, making it 4th and probably about 2.5, 3 yards.
Big call here for Utica. 4th down and 3 yards to go. Going to try to punch one over for a 1st down to keep this drive moving.
Kind of in that no man's land. Don't know if your punter is going to be able to pin him deep enough. 3 or 4 yards, see what your team can do early in the season. Again, shotgun formation. Hayes barks out a signal. Got a little bit of effort from the defensive line that was graciously ignored. And we're going to have a timeout, Utica. Oh, delay a game. So they went with the intentional delay a game to get a little more extra yards for their punter. And the special teams will come out, kick the ball away on 4th down. Marshall will be back deep with Love, as they're going to set up camp right about the 30-yard line. Utica's offense comes set as they get ready now. Ball snap. Kick is up. Nice spiral kick is going to drive Love back past the 10. He's going to get it about the 5 and have to turn upfield. He's going to get one man and can't beat him. And he's going to go down at the, looks like about the 10-yard line. That was a great job there by Camden Hall on the tackle.
Nice little shoestring tackle to prevent a big run there. So Utica's special teams pulling off a big one, so they're going to make it a long drive for Centerburg here in their 2nd possession of play.
So the Trojans will get ready to start their 2nd possession, as Ron said, and we'd like to take a moment and let people know about tonight. The Trojan Nation is going to stand with East Knox Bulldogs and their senior captain, Aiden Riggle. Aiden has recently been diagnosed with cancer, and tonight we'll watch his teammates battle on the field while he battles from his hospital bed. We ask everyone attending our games and listening at home against Utica to wear purple to show their support, and they can come purchase 50-50 tickets, and all proceeds will go to Aiden. So 1st and 10 for the Trojans as Ball hands it off. Marshall is going to hit the right side, and again, Marshall's got no room to operate and gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Trying to open that up in the middle. Nothing there so far. The Utica defensive line doing a great job of stopping that, so it's going to force the Trojans maybe outside or once again another long pass downfield.
So we'll see if they come up here on a 2nd down and 10 as the clock rolls. They're up 6-0. We bring you action tonight on the Knox County Veteran Services Office Friday Night Lights. So Marshall in the backfield on the left-hand hip as Ball fakes the handoff. He's looking downfield. He's looking again for Love, and this time Love is going to make the catch over the defender. You got to be kidding me. Again, Groundhog Day as he goes 80 yards, this time 90 yards into the house, touchdown.
Wow. Go inside, get stuffed for no yardage, then go back out to the long pass to Love. Executed perfectly.
And there was nothing wrong with the coverage from the defender. I mean, he was step for step with him. It was just a great placed ball by Ball over the back shoulder, and Love was able to haul it in, and then away to the races he went. He's got that Lightning McQueen kind of speed down the straightaway, and he puts the Trojans up 12-0.
Trojans line up.
So again, they'll go for 2 points here as Ball's in the shotgun formation, one right, one to the left. Marshall in the backfield off his left-hand hip. Ball takes the snap. He's going to look left, wait for his blockers, cut it up the middle, and he's in. So our score here is Centerburg 14, Utica nothing. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Office Friday Night Lights. Welcome back as we get ready for the kickoff. As there's going to be a low end-over-end kick. It's going to bounce at about the 20 and be picked up there by Kyler Zeiske. He's going to wait for his blocker, make one man miss out across the 30, and there he goes down at about the 31-yard line. And if you're just joining us so far in this ball game, it's almost been kind of video game numbers by one player, Hayden Love, 2 receptions, one for 80 yards and a touchdown and one for 90 yards and a touchdown. And I tell you, the problem with this situation for Utica is if you started having to overcommit to Love, you still haven't seen what Marshall can do to you yet. You've done a great job stopping him so far in the run. Now you got to figure out a way for this second weapon that they have emerged from their season. Otherwise, it's going to be a really short night for the Redskins. So shotgun formation as Hayes has 2 to the right, 2 to the left. It's going to be a quick pitch out to McKinney, and a wide receiver screen goes nowhere there. Unfortunately, the defender was able to get off that block, and that's going to be a loss of about 2 yards.
Brought down by Skylar Merkland.
So Utica now sits at second down and 12. Ball resting just shy of the 30-yard line in their home territory as they wear their white travel uniforms and red pants, with their gray helmets and the feathers arrayed across both sides. Voted one of the best high school football helmets in the state. Shotgun formation, 3 right, 1 to the left, as Bowen will step up on the right-hand side now. Hall going to go in motion from right to left. The ball comes to Hayes as he's going to roll right. He's looking downfield. He's got pressure coming, evades that, but from behind comes Moore, and down he goes. Got right back to the line of scrimmage, but no more, as the backside of that wall fell apart.
Nice penetration by Angela Nichols, man, in on the tackle. Great job defensively there by the Trojans. Brings up a 3rd and long. Something Utica does not want to find themselves in too often tonight. But so far, that's where they've been.
And Nichols is a small young man at 6'1", 320 pounds. Did a great job, like you said, getting in from the backside. So Hayes, again, shotgun formation, 2 left, 2 to the right, as Bowen will be off his left-hand hip. Hayes takes a snap, drops back. He's going to get it to Hall on a little screen. He's got some blockers if he can make another man miss. Good job on the outside by Bowen to block again. And he'll be out inside the 50-yard line, finally into Trojan territory. And he'll go down at about the 49.
Miles Marshall able to save a possible touchdown there with another shoestring tackle there right across midfield. So now Utica's 1st down and 10, moving the ball.
So first big play for the Redskins on the evening as they look to claw back this 14-0 deficit. So again, shotgun formation, this time in the pistol. And now Bowen will step up to the tight end spot. 2 come in from the far right. Do a little more switching in the backfield as Hall steps over on the left-hand hip. Simon all alone on the left side, and the ball delivered a little too high as he was trying to hook up with the 6'5", 160-pound junior Weston Simon. And unfortunately, I thought he may have thought Shaquille O'Neal or Mao was sitting over there, as that ball was about 8 feet in the air.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Redskins.
Kind of did the same thing they did the first possession. Up high, overthrew him. Same thing. High, overthrew his receiver. Brings that down a little bit. He'll start connecting with that.
Get the nerves under control as they get through here in the first week of the season. So again, shotgun, 3 left, 1 to the far right. Bowen in the backfield on the right-hand hip as Hall comes in motion from left to right. Hayes takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to look. This time he is going to get it on target, but the great job there defensively as he was again trying to find Simon on the far side, and that ball was broken up.
Yep, Hayden Love kind of did a nice little dive and batted that out of bounds, so great job. Just 5.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
So third down now for the Redskins as they look to find a little more life in this drive as they finally got into the Trojan territory, just barely at the 49-yard line on a nice little screen to Hall. So shotgun formation. Bowen will be on the left-hand hip. 2 left, 2 to the right. Simon split out far to the right. McKinney on the slot here left as Hayes takes a snap, looks, he's looking again. He's going to have his wide receiver at the 40, and a great job there setting up in the zone by Braxton Fisher.
Good connection there, moves the chains. Another first down now for Utica.
A good job there by Hayes of going through his progressions. He's looking for that spot, and he found his nice young receiver Fisher out there who did a great job on the hook route, just setting up an empty spot of the zone. So that gets him a first down, pushes the ball inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line as they come out in a pistol formation, 2 left, 1 far right. Now Bowen will step up to the tight end, and Hall will come to the left-hand hip of Hayes. Looks over the defense as the pressure is coming from that right side. It's going to be a quick hitter to the outside. Simon's going to have it. He's going to hold on to it after he bobbled it, and he's only going to get about 8 yards on that. Had he not bobbled it, he might have had a little more room to run.
Definitely would have had a little bit more room.
But a good completion there on first down brings up a nice manageable 2nd and 2. Helps your offense out a little bit more, doesn't put the pressure on one player, as now you got a plethora of options. As they line up again in the pistol formation, 2 right, 1 to the left in the form of Simon. Hall now steps up to the right-hand hip as Hayes looks over the offense, comes set, gets a snap, turns. He's going to hand it to Hall off that left side, and good penetration right up the front. Took the feet out underneath Hall. He was able to skip forward for maybe another yard, but he's going to go down short of that marker and make it 3rd down.
Good penetration once again by the Trojan defense. Lane Johnston in on the tackle for the Trojans.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 2.
So no gain officially on that play as they look over to the sideline again. 3rd down. Call it 2 as the ball rests at the 30-yard line of the Trojans. 14-0 is our score. Centerburg on top with 2 beautiful quick hitters, one of 80 and one of 90 yards to Love for touchdown. So now Hall is going to line up on the right and Bowen on the left as Hayes is stacked in the backfield. He's going to dive right up the middle, and again, good penetration. He was able to push it forward there at the end. We'll see where the mark comes. They are going to say it's enough, and he has the first down. It looked initially like the defense got him in the backfield, but he did a good job of keeping his legs driving and pushing forward, was able to get that first down and keep the drive alive.
Ball spotted near the Trojan 28.
So it's 1st and 10 as the ball's at the 28-yard line. The Redskins looking to the sideline again, and now to their wristbands. Shotgun formation as Hall will line up behind Hayes. 2 left, 2 to the right. As Hall now steps up on the right-hand hip, the defensive line is going to shift a little bit. As pressure looks to come to the left, they're going to run it to Hall to the left, and he is going to get met at the line of scrimmage and fall forward for maybe a yard. Bring up 2nd down.
17, Camden Hall with the ball. Clark Red on the stop for the Trojans.
So it's slow, it's methodical, but so far effective. As the Utica Redskins are slowly pushing their way deeper into the Trojan territory to see if they can't ease a little of this 14-0 pain they find themselves in here with 2:31 to go in the 4th quarter. Bowen in the backfield with Hayes as he brings the 3 in tight from the right-hand side, and he has 1 split out left in the form of Simon on the left. He's going to roll right. He's going to look. He's got room. Good decision there as he turned back up against the defense, and he's going to push forward to about the 25-yard line, gain of about 4 yards.
Utica's doing a really nice job of just kind of keeping the ball moving, getting 2, 3, 4 yards every time they touch it. Kind of slow Centerburg down just a little bit. Like you said, they had those 2 quick strikes early on. So if they can slow them down just a little bit, I'm sure that's the thought process, is kind of slow them down, get their offense moving the ball, give their defense a little opportunity to get a little bit more excited when they come back out on the field.
Indeed it is, as it's 3rd down now and 5. Shotgun formation, 3 left, 1 to the right. Bowen on the left-hand side as Hayes looks back to the sideline. Make sure nothing changes. Checks his wristband again and comes set. Crowd starts to come to life. They're chanting here on this third down. He's going to look. He's going to look. He's going to try to make a decision, and he hesitated. And the moment ye hesitate is the moment ye fall. And he'll go down right about the 23-yard line, gain of maybe a yard at most. Nope, they're going to put him back at the 25, so no gain. It's going to be fourth down.
Nice tackle there by Tommy Haas defensively for Centerburg in there to stop him to a no-gainer.
Lost on the play back to the
one of the returners from last year on that defense. He had 2 sacks along with double-digit pressures, so they're looking to see a little more out of him this year in that backfield. He did a good job there, just wrapping up Hayes right at that line of scrimmage. So Utica contemplating their fourth down decision-making here as the play clock begins to get ever closer to that finish line. And we're going to have to take a timeout and think about it, so we're going to step out too. You are listening to the Knox County Veteran Service Office Friday Night Lights on WMDO. Back to action we come. Shotgun formation, 1 left, 3 to the right. As Bowen's on the left-hand hip, Hayes looks over that defense, drops back. It's going to be a quick hitter. It's going to go deep into the end zone, looking for his wide receiver, and incomplete. As I believe that was Hunter McKinley on the far sideline he was trying to hook up with, and unfortunately just was not able to haul it in with his one free hand.
He had it on his fingertips there for just a brief moment, but nice defense. So brings Centerburg's offense back out onto the field with just 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
And this is where you got to be careful if you're Utica's defense. You do not want to let Love get loose again on you here with 35 seconds left to go and go up 3 scores before you even get out of the first quarter.
Pass on fourth down. Possession goes over to the
We'll see here what the Trojans decide to do with 35 seconds. The ball resting at their own 25-yard line. As they'll come out again, shotgun formation. Ball will have Marshall on his left-hand hip. He'll have 3 split out far side to the right. Ballinger in the tight slot, and then 1 split out to the, 3 left, 1 to the right. Now Ballinger comes in motion. Ball takes snap. Fakes the handoff to Marshall. He's going to roll. He's going to hit Ballinger on a little out route, and he's going to drop his shoulder out across the 30-35. He'll fall short of that 35, go out of bounds, they say, at about the 33-yard line. Nice gain of about 7 on first.
Yeah, that might have been the last play of the this quarter as they stayed in bounds, kept the clock running, so we're down to about 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. They may get another one off, but it's going to be tight.
They're going to push him out to the 34-yard line, so a 9-yard gain on there. 5 seconds left on the clock now as coach says, you know what, go ahead and just let it run out. So that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Our score here on the Knox County Veteran Services Office Friday Night Lights is Centerburg 14, Utica nothing.
First quarter.
So welcome back to Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights as we get the start of quarter number 2 with the Trojans on the move inside their own territory at the 34-yard line, 2nd down and 1. Empty backfield for Ball. 3 right, 2 to the left. As Marshall's now in motion from left to right, he's going to get it on a jet sweep, and Bowen's got him in the backfield, and his teammates are there to help. And that'll be a huge loss back to the 30.
Absolutely. Good penetration by the entire defensive line there. Hunter McKinney in on the tackle as well.
So good job there defensively for the Redskins as they've struggled in the first quarter, getting burned on a couple big plays. If you're just joining us, the Trojans scored on a 80-yard touchdown pass to Love and followed that up on the next series with a 90-yard touchdown pass to Love and a 2-point conversion to take the 14-0 lead here in the second quarter. Empty backfield again as Ball has 3 to his left and 2 to his right. Takes a snap. He's going to look. Quick hitter to the outside to Marshall, and I think he was looking upfield a little too soon and was not able to bring it in.
Yeah, he also had the footsteps there of the defensive secondary. Grier Dunn coming quickly. It just mishandled and dropped the ball. 4th down.
Good pass there by Ball, just as you said, unfortunately not able to maintain the possession. So 4th down now and 5 as the Trojans will stay out there with their offense. Marshall will come out far to the left-hand side. So we'll have 2 split out far to the right. Man in motion from right to left as Ball gets it. He's going to punt it. He's going to get a nice spiral directional kick that's going to bounce at the 30. Take a Trojan roll as it sets up right about the 26-yard line, and there it will be down by Marshall. And a good job there of switching side of fields as Utica will have to start 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. I'd like to thank our sponsors tonight, Hinton Heavy Equipment Rental, Velvet Ice Cream, Conway's Danville Pharmacy, Ariel Corporation, Citywide Solutions, Knox Public Health Mobility Management, Knox County Veterans Service Office, Dansbury Senior Living, Buckeye Stoves, Pizza Cottage, Spearman Financial Services, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Howard Hilton, Griffin Insurance, and Starting Point of Knox County. As you're hearing on the announcer, somebody's having an unfortunate night as their car is on fire. So Utica has the ball 1st and 10 at their own 26. Hall in motion. Hayes takes a snap, turns, hands it off. Bowen's got it right up the middle. Off the right side out across the 30. And he'll push out to about the 34-yard line. Nice run on 1st down.
Mason Bowen with the ball.
Weston Simon in on the tackle for Utica.
Hayden Love on the defensive side.
Hayden Love as well.
Not before he picks up about 8 yards. Brings up a 2nd and 2.
So 2nd and 2 for the Redskins as they look over to the sideline. Play call comes in from the coaching staff as they come set shotgun formation. 3 left, 1 near side right in the form of Simon. As Bowen now steps up on the left-hand hip. He's going to get the handoff again. This time he's going to get hit in the backfield as the defense was there waiting for him with arms wide open. And he'll go down for a loss of about 2.
In the backfield by Angelo Nichols.
Nichols in on the tackle there for the Trojans. So no gain. So Utica's offense kind of struggling here early on in the second quarter.
They got to find a rhythm here sooner or later because it's only a matter of time for this Trojan offense finds another explosive play. As they've got a decent amount of returning skill players on their team this year that are ready to help step up. So 3rd down and 4 for the Redskins as they come set. A little bit of confusion there in the backfield. Finally, they're ready. Hall will be on the right-hand side. As Hayes takes a snap, he's going to turn, hand it to him. He's got defenders in his face as soon as he had the ball. And he was just able to get back up to that line of scrimmage to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, it was just nothing there. Nothing opening up inside for Utica, so they'll have to punt away, and Trojans going to have an opportunity once again to get that powerhouse offense going.
So doing the punting duty will be Hunter McKinney for the Redskins as Love and Marshall will set up back inside their own territory. Love will be right about the 35-yard line. Nope, he's going to keep on going back closer to the 30. And Marshall will join him there on the far side of the field. A high snap. McKinney gets his hands on it, does get his foot into it. A nice high end-over-end kick. And it's going to be fair caught there at about the 27-yard line. And that's where the Trojans will start 1st and 10, leading 14-0. some point, that offense has got to find the end zone. The defense is doing a pretty decent job. I mean, your two scores are on big plays from a player that last year was a decent contributor, but he wasn't a star like you were thinking he's going to hit you for 80 and 90 yards on 2 receptions. They've done a good job of containing Marshall. He's had a hard time even getting past the line of scrimmage all night tonight. But unfortunately, their offense just cannot find a solid rhythm to put the ball across the end zone line. So shotgun formation here. 3 to the right, 1 to the left as Marshall's on the right-hand side of ball. Now he's going to have everybody switch up, bring in a 3-bunch formation left, split out one far side to the right and form a Love. Turns, takes the handoff, he's going to give it to Marshall. Marshall again tries to get out of the backfield, and he cannot, even with a holding flag coming in late. Great job defensively by Chris Harris, being an absolute menace in the backfield there and getting the penetration.
Yeah, first penalty of the ball game. Holding call, slowed everything up, so they'll march him back.
And you're just kind of teetering right now on the field. That momentum hasn't really found a place to land. As you thought it was going to sit heavy with the Trojans, but even though they've had 2 big explosive plays, they're still kind of trying to find themselves offensively. Because that's been it. They really haven't had much else to go along with that. So again, empty backfield this time for Balls. He's going to have 3 out far right and 2 here to the near side left in the form of Marshall and Love. Takes a snap. He's going to look that way. He's still looking that way. And then he's going to get Marshall on the out route. And this time he is not able to hold on to it again. I thought he had it going out of bounds, but the official said no.
Kind of bobbling that ball right around the line or the sideline there. Coach is not arguing with us. He was right in front of him, so he knew he didn't have a hold of it. So brings up a 2nd down and very long.
So again, the Trojans will look here in Appendix B of your playbook. This is not the normal down and distance you usually draw up when you're having your practices throughout the week. So we'll see what kind of creative nature the coaching staff comes up here. You got to find something because it's kind of a make or break. And I think he's going to have to take a timeout, and he is, as they're still having a little confusion on the field. So our score here in the beautiful cornfields of Centerburg on the Knox County Veteran Service Office scoreboard is 14-0 Centerburg on top of Utica. Utica just, if they can find a spark offensively going into the halftime, you got some life and you got some hope in your sails coming in, and you get the ball to start the second half, you're right back there with the Trojans, because the Trojans have got to find a rhythm that they got to find a way to get Marshall moving. And that lack of a running game right now for them has really kind of hampered their play selection.
Well, you said it. They had their 2 big plays, the 80 and 90-yard touchdown passes early in the first quarter. Utica's offense started moving the ball late in that first quarter, kind of came up short, but they started moving it a little bit. So when they get the ball back, they're going to have to really try to find that spark again to try to help themselves out offensively. Right now, though, the Trojans find themselves in a very long 2nd down.
Indeed. Shotgun formation again as Marshall's in the backfield with ball. 3 right, 1 near side left. Marshall now leaves the backfield. Ball's going to look for a little swing pattern to him. Read defensively well by the Utica Redskins, and I believe that was number 2 who came up from a safety position, Hayes.
Yeah, Aaron Hayes was right on that, so a great job. Stopped that play from going 5-10 yards to 1.
Excellent job of recognition there by the young man. As soon as he saw Marshall exit that backfield on kind of a bowing motion route, he knew he was getting it and where he was going to get it at to bring up a 3rd down and 19.
Short gain on the play, brings up a 3rd and about 18.
So the ball will look over to the sideline and get the signal, and then he'll bark out the commands to his teammates. He's going to have an empty backfield again. 2 to the left and 3 split out far side right. Marshall in motion. He's going to fake it to him. He's going to get Love on a quick screen here at the 20. He's going to make one man miss, but the help from Hall on the backside's right there at the 30, and that'll get him past the original 1st down marker, but well shy of the yard to gain and make it 4th down and about 8 or 9 yards.
He's up just beyond the 30, brings up a 4th and about 9.
So the Trojans stay on the field here, but that's not unusual as ball is both their punter and quarterback. Hayes a little bit deeper than usual for her safety position, about 15, 20 yards back. Now he's going to sprint back even further as ball goes deep. They're going to send Love in motion. He's going to be snapped. Ball's going to roll right. He's going to get his foot into it. Not what he was hoping. It's going to be a little high and a little short, but it will take a Trojan roll inside of Utica territory down to about the 30-yard line. And the Redskins will start 1st and 10 from their own 30 with 7:07 to go in the second quarter, trailing 14-0.
Well, here's where we'll find out whether or not the Redskins are able offensively to kind of regroup, get into that sync again, get into that rhythm where they can like move the ball a little bit and maybe punch one in. As for Centerburg, I mean, just, job well done so far. You're holding them, you're stopping them, just continue that defensively. They're going to be in good shape.
So we'll see what they come up here. You've seen the nerves in Hayes. He's trying to get a big hitter. He wants that, haymaker punch. I think if he just calms down a little bit here, takes kind of what's given to him. As we saw, the offense can move the ball, but we're going to need a little more success on this drive as he takes the snap, turns, hands it off. He's going to dive right up the middle on that left side. He's going to roll away from 2 defenders, somehow gets the outside and keeps on his feet and eventually gets shoved out of bounds, as that was Kyler Zeiske with a great run there on 1st down to bring up a 2nd down and about 8.
Yeah, got around that corner. Man, he just put the acceleration on and moved around that corner. He's quick. Give him some open lanes and some open field. He's going to be hard to contend with.
A little bit of a change of pace from what you were seeing with Bowen, a more traditional 3 yards in a cloud of dust kind of runner from him. Zeiske's got a little bit of happy feet underneath him and does a great job of keeping his balance and getting out of tackles. So again, he'll line up on the left-hand side of Hayes. He now shifts him to the right. Shotgun formation, 2 left, 2 to the right. Fakes the handoff. He's going to look. He's looking again, and he's got McKinney. Can McKinney hold it? He can, and a shoestring tackle saves the touchdown. But a huge gain by Hunter McKinney. Not his dad. I know his dad is going nuts over on the far sideline, Kevin. But great completion there for a 1st down.
Yeah, that was just great. And like you said, a shoestring tackle saving the touchdown for sure. Now ball sitting on the 20-yard line. Utica's getting that momentum offensively that we just kind of talked about.
And that's what they had been looking for, as he was trying to find a deep threat. And a great target in the 6'1", 165-pound senior there. He's able to get open, get a step behind that defender, and get him deep inside the Trojan territory at the 20-yard line. So right on the edge of the red zone. Goes empty backfield as Hayes. 3 left, 1 to the right. Sends Bowen in motion, and he's going to take it quarterback keeper off that left side. He's got a crease up across the 15, and he'll get upended at about the 11-yard line. A nice gain of 9 on 1st down.
Got a nice little downfield block there by Kyler Zeiske, so nice job there. Just short of the 1st down, though, but
so Utica doing a good job on this drive, maintaining their momentum, a little more pep in the step. As they've got it now for 2nd and about 2 at the 11-yard line. Shotgun formation, empty backfield again. Hayes keeps it. He's going to quarterback keeper on this time. Nice stutter step off that right side as he was able to get through another tackle, and then I believe that's Nichols absolutely planted him in the ground as he was here to celebrate Arbor Day on that hit.
That was a big hit, man, but he bounced back up. He's ready to go, but nice hit there by Nichols, man. You'd like to see that every now and then.
That young man got what a lot of defensive linemen always dream of but never get to accomplish. That was a perfect form tackle, too. There was nothing malicious about it. It was just a giant mane coming in there and laying him down to the ground. So 1st down and goal for the Redskins on that play as they slowly come together there out of the backfield, as Hayes is going to be flanked on the left and the right this time. Bowen in motion to the left-hand side. Ball is fumbled, and it's going to still be on the ground, but it looked like Hall was able to recover it.
Yeah, Camden Hall bounced right back up into his hands. Boy, that could have been just bad.
Yeah, well, that would have took old Mo and thrown him right back on the Centerburg side, and you probably would have saw another attempt at a 90-yard bomb too. So luckily for the Redskins, it's 2nd and 9 as they continue on the warpath here in the second quarter, trailing 14-0. As you're listening to Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights. So again, shotgun formation, Simon right, McKinney left. Hall on the right, and Elijah Bland on the left. Bowen goes in motion from left to right as Hayes is flanked on both sides. Takes the snap. He's going to make one man miss on a stutter step, but no more, as he'll fall forward for maybe about a 2-yard gain there. But good job defensively of getting initial penetration and just stacking them up.
Yeah, they're kind of reading that a little bit defensively, so they kind of guessing that and putting a stop to it. Maybe a half a yard to a yard or two gain on that. So still a long way to go on a 3rd down for Utica.
Now, the strategist in me would tell me that you will come back to that play at a later time on some kind of counter and hope that you get the defense to sell out on your quarterback as your running back takes it the other way. But either way, it's 3rd down and goal as the Redskins look to the sideline, get their signals in. Shotgun formation. Now it's going to be a pistol formation. Nope. He's going to bring Hall to his right-hand hip and send Bowen up to the line. Switches him over to the left. He's got 2 split out far side left. Simon on his right. He's going to look to Simon. He's going to be a BB to Simon at about the 5. And unfortunately, to quote John Madden, I never understood why when you need a 10-yard gain, you run a 7-yard hook.
That always made sense, right?
Yes, and unfortunately for the Redskins, he's just shy. It'll be 4th down and a goal at the 2. So the Redskins still look over to that sideline as they are in no hurry here. Got to watch that play clock as it'll start to wind down, and they're going to take a timeout. And we're going to take a timeout too, as our score is Centerburg 14, Utica nothing on the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Timeout of the first half.
So to quote the immortal words of James Earl Jones, if you build it, they will come. Centerburg built a football field in the middle of the pastures. And lo and behold, on Friday, here we come. So it's 4th down and goal for the Redskins as they trail 14-0 here in the 2nd quarter. 3:09 to go on the clock as they're in a shotgun formation. One left, one to the right. As he will now empty out the backfield, Will Hayes. Comes set, takes it. He's going to run left. He's got one man to beat. He does beat him, but the defenders are right there to help him. And it was Marshall on the initial wrap-up, and that'll be a turnover on downs. 1st down for the Trojans at their own 3.
Yeah, Hagen Bryant in on that tackle as well. And I'll tell you what, if he would have just hesitated a little bit more, maybe tried to get around that end instead of cutting up, he might have had a touchdown. But instead, he chose the opposite. And Centerburg gets the ball back.
So unfortunately, again, for the Redskins, what was even a more promising drive for their young offense is going to end up being like a 1983 Chevette and sputter and stall out right before you get to where you need to be. And it'll be a turnover on downs for the Trojans. So ball will come back out on the field deep inside his own territory now, and you got to be careful here. A little miscue on the snap or a little stutter step in the backfield, get yourself a safety, and that could quickly pull that momentum right back into Utica's side. It hasn't fully shifted over to Centerburg. I don't think they have as much excitement as I would on that stop. But we'll see here now as the offense comes set. Ball is going to be in shotgun formation, one far side to his left and one split out to the right. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to stutter step, and he made the man miss. Now he's got a crease. He's out across the 10. Cuts it back up, makes another man miss.
Here he goes.
He's going down the seam. He's got one more man. That's Hall. We'll see if Hall's able to catch him. I don't know, and yes, he does. Right at the 20-yard line, but not before a huge gain there by Ball. And again, the big play haunting the Utica defense.
Yeah, another big play. He got out in the open, and it was all Camden Hall could do to keep up with him to bring him down.
Camden Hall caught him from behind and dropped him.
So Hall with a touchdown saving tackle there brings him down at the 20-yard line, but
19-yard line.
beautiful run there by Ball off that left side. Made a man miss initially as the defense was right there. Unfortunately, though, Bryson Macy, he wasn't able to wrap him up.
79 yards.
And then it was 79 yards before he got tripped up by Hall. So 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Shotgun formation, 1 right, 2 to the left. As Marshall's in the backfield, he's going to fake it to him. He's going to roll left. He's looking, and behind the pressure comes, and it's intercepted. And that was just an ill-advised play, really, by Ball there, as he was in the hands of Elijah Bland. And Elijah Bland went into the alligator roll. He tried to throw the ball away, and right there was number 5, Gavin Dugan, for the interception.
Yeah, that's what you call first game of the season. Got excited. They had a huge 79-yard drive there, 1 play, got down there. He wanted to make something big happen. Unfortunately, like you said, not a very good choice in the pass, and it ended up in a turnover.
So we'll see here now if the Redskin offense is able to capitalize. You just hope for the young men over there that they're able to find that success. They've had positive signs, but unfortunately just have not been able to punch that ticket yet.
From their own 19-yard line.
So deep inside their own territory, they start at the 19-yard line after that interception by Dugan. And it'll be 1st and 10 as they come set. Get sorted. It's going to be 2 in the backfield. Nope, it's going to be an empty backfield now for Hayes. 2 split out far side left, 1 to the near side right. As he's going to turn, hand it off. That's going to be Zeiske again, and he's going to make a couple-man miss across the 25. And he'll go down right about the, well, they're going to say just shy of that 25 at the 24.
Tackle there by Miles Marshall.
He's just got that almost deceptive, explosive speed when Kyler goes around the corner there. You don't really realize how fast he is, and the next thing you know, he's 5 yards down the field, and everybody's still chasing him.
Exactly.
So Hayes talks in the backfield with Bowen to make sure they're on the same page as he comes out in a shotgun formation. 1 left, 3 to the near side right. Sun begins to set here as 3/4 of the field now rests in the shade. Hayes is rolling left. He's going to throw left. He's going to get McKinney out at the 30, and he'll drop his shoulder up to the 32 on a nice little out route to get that first down and keep the drive going with 1:28 here to go in the first half.
Marshall on the stop, getting up to the 31.
Hey, Utica just like to get some points on the board here before the end of the first half as they call an official timeout. We have an injured player, number 2. That's Aaron Hayes, yeah.
That is not good for the Redskins, as he's going to have to come out. And they only have 1 other person on their roster listed as a quarterback. That is a sophomore, Dalton Rodensire. 5'8", 130-pound young man. Might get a chance to live that sophomore dream. Get out on this field on a Friday night with the varsity squad. Unfortunate situation that you get yourself in, but as a team and as a player, you still have to be able to step in there and do your job and keep this momentum on your offense. This is not what the Redskins needed. Now, fortunately, the young man Hayes is walking on his own accord, talking to the training staff, so I don't think he'll be out too long. But you still have 1 play you cannot make any mistakes on, and you got to rely on a young backup quarterback to come in and do it.
Yep. He'll probably go out 1 play here, maybe 2. Get him checked out, make sure he's okay. Last thing you need on the first game of the season is go push yourself, make sure you're healthy, and get through the rest of the 9 weeks in front of you.
So they'll come to the line of scrimmage in a shotgun formation.
Redskins with a first down from their own 31.
And it looks like they're going to line up Hall as the quarterback, so they're going to probably just go with a straight, almost like a wildcat offense with Hall there, get themselves through the series as he keeps it. Nope, he's going to fake it, and he's going to cut right up the middle, and a great job on making 2-man miss. Spin cycle like GE, and you forgot the football. It is down, and unfortunately, I think the Trojans have it.
Yeah, coming out with the ball, number 16, Carter Wagner.
Yeah, unfortunately, he hits a spin cycle 1 too many times, forgot to keep that ball tucked up against his body, and a good job there by the defender to get his helmet right on that ball, pops it free, causes the turnover. So, and the old adage of do unto others as they do unto you, Utica turns the ball over to the Trojans on a promising drive, and it's going to be 1st and 10 with 1:18 to go here in the first half. Trojans up 14-0, and again, So boomer bust offense for the Trojans. 3 big plays and a lot of other nondescript ones to go along with it in the film session. So it's going to be Marshall on the left-hand hip. His ball comes out shotgun, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Takes the snap. He's going to look. He's looking left. He's going to go to his tight end, and he's going to get it as Ballinger falls out of bounds, but not before getting a foot down right at about the 40-yard line. And I tell you, that's a nice little relief pressure valve to have out there, Ron. A 6'4", 230-pound tight end.
Oh, yeah, that's always helpful. Easy target.
And he just showed you there, he does have a set of hands on him. As that ball was a little bit high again. Ball seems to struggle coming to the left-hand side. That ball seems to sail out of his hand. A little more accurate when he's looking to his right and throwing and rolling that way. So again, Marshall in the backfield on the left-hand hip as he's got 2 left, 2 to the right. As it looks like pressure may be coming. He's going to send Marshall out of the backfield, get bubble screen, and he's going to still look left, and he's going to try to catch Love, who forgot about the young man. He had to go up and get it. Sidestep, thank you, ma'am, for the dance. Touchdown, Trojans. And Mr. Love with the hat trick. I would watch out for octopuses if it keeps going this way, young man. Good grief, that young man is a threat on the outside. And unfortunately, the defense tried to anticipate that he would go back to Ballinger on that play. And the corner just kind of stepped up rather than staying back and going with Love. Love just kind of went in the middle, and Ball said, "You got to be kidding me." Delivered the ball right above his helmet again, sailing high when he throws to his left, but not high enough that Love couldn't bring it in and take it in for a score. So it's 20-0 now with 1:07 to go here in the first quarter. Or excuse me, first half. Shotgun formation, 2 left, 2 to the right as Marshall's on the left-hand hip. Ball takes a snap again, looks left, throws left, and overcompensated as it fell 10 yards short of Ballinger in the end zone. And it keeps our score here 22-0 on the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights. Centerburg leads 20-0 over Utica. So as we get set for the kickoff here with 1:07 to go in the first half, Centerburg up 20-0 on top of the Redskins. And the score doesn't completely dictate the pace of this game. It's been 2 big hitters that really have been the problem for the Redskins. So the kickoff is going to be low. It's going to bounce, and it's going to bounce again. It's going to be picked up at about the 15 by McKinney. He's going to come across the 20-25. And there he will meet Gandalf, and he shall not pass, as that'll be 1st and 10 for the Redskins with a minute to go here in the first half.
I think if Utica, he's maybe just want to get out of this first half, and regroup. And
yeah, you don't want to make another mistake and find yourself even further back. Unfortunately for Gary, he has lost the cap to his drink, and he's going to have to finish it all by himself. So it's 1st and 10 for the Redskins. The ball just shy of the 24-yard line. And what are we doing here? Taking a timeout? Utica's going to take a timeout. While they take a timeout, we'd like to thank our sponsors tonight. Starting Point of Knox County, Griffin Insurance, Howard Hilton, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Spearman Financial Services, Pizza Cottage, which reminds me to stick around at the end of the game for our Pizza Cottage player of the game. Buckeye Stoves, Danbury Senior Living, Knox County Veteran Services, Knox Public Health and Mobility Management, Citywide Solutions, Ariel Corporation, Conway Danville Pharmacy, Velvet Ice Cream, and Hinton Heavy Equipment Repair. Stop in, tell them you heard them from us here, tell them Gary sent you, and they will be happy to hear that. So the Redskins come out of that timeout, 1st and 10. Ball sitting at their 19-yard line, or excuse me, their 24-yard line. May have been talking it over, saying, look, we're going to try the first play. If it hits, we got to go quick and keep going. If it doesn't hit, let's just go ahead and slow it down, run one more play, and go into halftime. We'll get the ball back to start the second half. But if you could sneak a score in here, trim it down just a little bit, and you get that momentum going into the second half. So Hayes is back in as he's going to have Hall on his right-hand hip. 3 left, 1 to the near side right. Takes a snap. He's got pressure coming. A little screen down to Hall. It worked last time. Will it work again as he gets, nope, is not able to get past the defender. Great job there by the linebacker of holding on and taking him down at the 30-yard line.
Bryant on the stop for the Trojans.
Right back to the line of scrimmage do the Redskins go after that 6-yard gain. Bowen this time in the backfield with Hayes on his left-hand hip as he's going to have Simon isolated to the right, 3 to the left. Pressure looks like it's coming as he's going to roll left, spins the ball, throws, and incomplete. He was looking for McKinney on a little out route, and I think McKinney got distracted by the defender as he came flying up in front of him to try to deflect it, missed it, but McKinney was not able to haul it in. So 3rd and 4 now for the Redskins as the clock stops at 29 seconds to go here in the first half. 20-0 is the score. The Trojans, 2 big hitters, an 80-yard touchdown and a 90-yard touchdown, both to Love in the first quarter. And then here in the second quarter, another touchdown to Love, this time of a more humble measurement of about 34 yards. Shotgun formation, 3 left, 1 to the right. Bowen, pump fake, looking, Simon, and he's going to not find Simon. He's just going to find the coaching staff as he falls up the hill, and that'll bring up a 4th down. It's dangerous here because you still got time on the clock and you got to give them the ball back.
Yeah, you do. I was pretty surprised that, they didn't try to air one out a little earlier. Go for it big early. That doesn't work. Let's click the clock out of here and go in at halftime and try to regroup for the second half. Instead, they were trying to inch their way down the field.
Yeah, I think unfortunately what had happened is you had enough success on that first little screen pass, but it wasn't as much as you really kind of needed, and you got caught up in that middle zone of what do I do here at this stage, and unfortunately you got a turnover as you're going to have to kick the ball away. Kenny gets it off just in time. It's end over end. It'll bounce up to the 34. Love takes it, makes one man miss, and he'll go down as he dives forward to about the 42-yard line. We'll see where they actually spot him, as they're going to say his knee went down right about the 41. 17 seconds for the Trojans offense as they sit about 59 yards away from a 4th score here in the first half. I would suspect you're probably going to try to do it at least once or twice here between Ball and Love or Ball and Ballinger.
Hey, why not? It's been successful here in the first half, so, 17 seconds, why not? Give it a shot.
Indeed. And they're going to isolate Love by himself here. Nope, they're going to isolate Love and Ballinger. They're going to force the defense to have to make that respectable move, as both of them are threats. 2 split out far to the right as Marshall's in the backfield for Ball. Looks over that defense. He's going to push Marshall out of the backfield over the same side here. Now you got 3 options you got to worry about as he's looking deep, still looking deep. He had enough time to write a book, but unfortunately he threw it way short, right over the middle to Ballinger, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, he was looking for Jackson Ballinger right in the middle of the field. He was open, just couldn't get the pass to him, came up short.
So that's 2 in a row now that Ball has delivered well short of his intended target. Unfortunately, both of them have been Ballinger. One was on the 2-point conversion, and this one on a little kind of seam route right up the middle where he had the defender beat. So again, shotgun formation, 1 far right, 3 to the left. As Marshall's also on the left-hand side of Ball. He looks over the defense. Looks like pressure may be coming from the middle and the outside. They step back in the middle, bring it from the right side. His Ball still has time. Now he's got to roll out. He does find Ballinger at the 45. Made one man miss, and he'll get driven out of bounds right across 45 at about the 46 for a 3rd down. There's your 4 seconds on the clock. And here you figured the Trojans would take a timeout. I mean, I would think, I've seen Ball throw the ball. I'm pretty sure he can get you probably down to at least the 10 or 5, if not into the end zone. You've got an absolute giant of a tight end that's at 6'4". I think you just get him with a couple other bodies around him and try to play jump ball if you can. See if you can't sneak another touchdown in.
Well, now, not only that, but every time they connected with Love, I mean, he had plenty of running room to kind of break loose. So, either way, you do the jump ball, try to find somebody open in the middle or the side of the field, and run the rest of the way, possibly.
See here is the Trojans, if they can sneak one more score in. I don't know if the Redskins offense will be able to overcome that kind of obstacle going into the second half, being down by 4 scores. So we'll see what they come up with here as they come out of the timeout. Shotgun formation. One split out far side right. And they're going to have 3 here on the left-hand side. Marshall is going to be in the backfield on the left-hand hip. Ballinger is the inside slot. And Love is the outside on the left here. Marshall's a little bit confused. His ball's going to step up to the line now. Change the play. Ballinger making sure his receivers are on the same page, and we're going to have now another timeout as Utica was getting concerned with how much shifting and changing they were doing. So remind you to stick around for the UIS Insurance and Investment halftime show as both Utica and Centerburg's bands will be performing. You know, again, for the Trojans, you saw where they were kind of looking. They had things pretty much stacked here to the wide side of the field. That puts ball in a position where he has to throw back across his body, which we've seen tonight him struggle with a little bit. The ball has a tendency to either sail or fall short. See what they're able to couple with here as they break the huddle to come out. Again, 4 seconds left to go in the first half. 20-0 is the score. As we bring you Knox County Veteran Services Week 1 Friday Night Lights between Centerburg and Utica.
3rd down and 5. 4 seconds left on the clock.
3 left. None to the right as Marshall's on the left-hand hip of Paul. Now he goes in motion to the left. They're going to do a quick little bubble screen. He's got no ability to catch that as he threw it behind him. Still left 1 click on the clock. That was an odd play call, really.
Yeah, you know, with 4 seconds to go, I mean, we've seen some interesting timeouts here, timeouts there, and then they come up with that play when you thought maybe they'd be like draining this thing downfield going for the 6 points.
Yeah, it was. I don't think I had a wide receiver bubble screen on my bingo card tonight. So 4th down and I call it 5, but more or less 4th down in the first half here as there's 1 second left to go on the clock. 3 left. As Marshall again motion out of the backfield, again bubble screen, and again they can't do it. So that'll be the end of the first half as the Trojans lead 20-0 over top of Utica as we get ready for the UIS Insurance Investment halftime show on Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Led onto the field by Field Commander Katie Reed and featuring soloists Colton Harriman and Braden Richter. Please welcome the Utica High School Marching Band.
a little canopy over here for you guys, didn't they? Kiss your ring? Huh? Kiss your ring? Yeah. What the hell they're gonna do? Let's do it.
Trojan Pride Marching Band. The band is under the direction of this year's drum majors, Tressie Beverly and Seth Osborne Churchill. This evening, the band will be performing two sections of their 2025 show entitled, We Got the Latin Fever, a tribute to the late Chuck Mangione. We will start off the show with a well-known jazz Latin standard, The Tiger of San Pedro, featuring trumpet soloist Dean Chuligan, and then segue right into On the Floor by Jennifer Lopez. The band and band staff wish the football team, cheerleaders, and their coaches and advisors a super season.
Back we come to the second half of action here on the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights, as our score, Centerburg 20, Utica nothing. And Ron, that first half was kind of hit or miss for the Trojans offense.
Yeah, it was a hit or miss, and they hit real hard twice. So first one happened in the first quarter. They were able to go 80-yard touchdown pass to Love, but the first 6 points on the board with 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Missed the extra point. That didn't stop them, because not too far along after that, they were able to come back with another 90-yard touchdown pass to Love, putting another 6 on and converted for the 2-point conversion, putting the score at 14-0. Now Utica, they had the opportunity there in the second quarter. They had a nice drive going, got down to like the 3-yard line, and on a 4th and 3, tried to punch it in, but they came up short as the Trojans' defensive line stopped them, and they just fell short from getting any points on the board there in the first half at all. And, of course, don't miss out on the 45-yard touchdown pass that Love did again with 1:07 to go to throw another 7 points on the board, leading us to our 20-0 halftime score. So, I mean, for Centerburg, things are going pretty well. You know, had some few miscues. And that you're going to have that your first game. Utica, on the other hand, is pretty much the same thing. They've had a few things go their way, too many things not so.
Yeah, and that's going to be key for both teams. And coming into the second half is, as you touched on there, a miscue was the interception. That was just Ball trying to make too much happen after he just ran off a 79-yard run from his own 3. It was a shoestring tackle by Hall there to save the score. And then they haven't been able to find a way to get Miles Marshall going. Now, last year, Marshall was a big threat for them on the ground, over 100 yards a game, 15 touchdowns. So if you're the Utica defense, you got to say to yourself, okay, Love has been a problem. I mean, obviously, as you said, 3 touchdowns there, which puts our score at 20 to Love right now. If Marshall gets free, you're really going to struggle offensively to find any kind of momentum to get back in this game. So they're going to have to make sure on the defensive side that they button things up, because it's like 3 or 4 plays are really solid by this defense from the Redskins, and then for some reason there's a mental lapse that they have, and that's where the big play hits, the 80-yarder, the 90-yarder. I mean, it didn't score, but Ball had a 79-yard run. They followed that up with a 40-yard touchdown score to Love. It's big chunks. They're not taking small bites and nibbling their way down the field against this defense for the Redskins. It's, you know, and Marshall, who maybe has a total of 5 yards rushing on probably about a handful of carries. So offensively, they got to find a way to get Marshall going, and once they have that two-headed monster, then good Lord, forget about it, because the one thing we haven't been shown tonight that we saw last season, Ron, was Ball can run too. He's also a threat once he gets out in that open, so when you got to watch out for Marshall, Love, and Ball all at the same time, it's quite the nightmare scenario. But as you said, flipping the side over to Utica, that offense just – they find sparks here and there on some things. You know, McKinney has had a couple good receptions, had the big long score that was a touchdown save down inside the 20 that set him up on that drive you discussed. Simon has had some opportunities, unfortunately just bad placed balls, or he wasn't able to maintain possession of it, haven't gone his way. Running the ball has been about the most consistent for them. They really haven't struggled running the ball. They just haven't found a pattern with the running backs. They've gone with Hall, they've gone with Bowen, they've gone with Kyler, and it's just been good momentum, but they don't seem to want to try to see how much of that they can build off of. And now that you're down 20-0, you can't really set heavy on that run game, so they're going to have to find a way in the passing attack to make it happen here in the second half.
Well, they've had an opportunity to regroup, try to get things back on track here, and Utica gets the ball here in the start of the second half, so we'll see what happens, see what they were able to figure out.
Indeed they do. So it's going to be Zeiske. He's going to be back deep along with McKinney. As they come set, do the Trojans to kick it off. He gets a low end over end directional kick. So he'll be taken by the up man about the 22-yard line. He's going to get into the middle, and he's going to get leveled. The ball is going to come loose, and that is a double whammy, as that was a fumble there. The return by Greer Dunn. He just wasn't confident in his footsteps, and that cost him as he got caught from the backside on a very strong hit by the defender. Knocked the ball free, and what you had hoped would be a good start to your second half. As
it was a big hit. Hagan Bryant came in there and just shellacked him. Ball went loose, and now here we go again. Centerburg with the ball in excellent field position.
That's one of those just unfortunate all-around events there for the Redskins. That is definitely not how you needed the second half to start. So deep inside the Redskin territory come the Trojans. Empty backfield, 3 left, 2 to the right, as both Marshall and Love will line up out there with Ballinger as ball looks to that side. Man in motion is going to be Marshall. He's going to fake the handoff to him. He's looking. Love's wide open over the middle of the field. If he didn't overthrow it.
Man.
And touchdown, Trojans. You almost think they forgot about that in the first half.
27-yard connection to Love. Puts another 6 up on the board.
Boy, that was
fast and furious. That's what that was.
Yeah, that was just a little seam route. They had Love spread far out on the outside. Ballinger inside of him. Ballinger checked out to an out route at about 10 yards down the line. And the safety just forgot to come over top to help. So it's 26-0 with 10 seconds off the clock. Ball comes set, shotgun formation with Marshall in the backfield. Love in motion from right to left. They're going to fake it to him. They're going to give it to Marshall on a counter. He's going to make a man miss, and he's in for 2. So quickly, right off the turnover, go the Trojans into the end zone to make our score 28-0 on the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights. Back to action we come with 11:50 to go in the third quarter. Centerburg up 28-0 on top of the visiting Trojans on the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights. As the ball is going to be kicked off end over end again. This time it's going to be taken again. Riley up man. He's going to cut to the outside. This time he gets hit again at the 30, or just shy of the 30 at the 28.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead.
Oh, Hayden Love with the stop on that one. And that up guy taking it, I think he was a little nervous because the last time that was him, and he got hit pretty hard. But Dunn was able to hold on to it this time around, so the Redskins will have it 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line. Hayes checks his wristband as he comes to the backfield with his teammates. Triple stack to the left, one split out far side to the right, and Simon. Bowling on the right-hand side as Hayes comes set, looks over the defense. Now man in motion is going to be Hall from left to right. As the snap comes, he looks left. It's a quick hitter, McKinney. It's low, but McKinney gets underneath it, and a nice little scoop there for a gain of about 5 or 6.
I think right now with Utica, just kind of take your time, figure your offense out. I mean, it's early in the season. First game of the year. Figure it out. Try to see what works, what doesn't work. You got plenty of games ahead, so let's try to figure out how to get this offense moving. We saw it move early in the first half. We'll see if they can, keep this going this half to at least get some points on the board.
Yeah, they've shown signs. The talent and the ability is there. Now it's just the consistency and the discipline to make it pay off at the end of the drive. So tight formation on the left, one split out right as Hall was in the backfield. Hayes, quick snap over to middle to Simon. He's got a blocker out across the 50. Made a man miss at the 40, and he'll get bumped out of bounds inside the 35. And that'll be a big gain there on that play down inside the Trojan territory.
There you go. Just an opportunity to kind of see what works. Good connection there. Nice drive. Wagner was able to punch him out of bounds to stop him. But, hey, we'll see what they do next.
A good job there by Simon. He struggled a little bit in that first half of just keeping his focus all the way through that final moment of the catch. This time he made sure he had that ball secured and was able to make the first defender miss, pick up a big gain down that sideline. And if he can get him and McKinney going, that's really going to open up the offense for the Trojans. So Hayes, a shotgun formation, 2 left, 2 to the right as Bowen's on the right-hand side. Hayes rolls that way. He's going to step. Now he's going to pump fake, and that was a good job there defensively. I believe Ballinger on his end position got his big mitts up in the air and knocked it down.
Yeah, when you're 6'4", you can get up there and knock him down like that. So great job defensively there by the Trojans.
And Ballinger's an impressive young player for these Trojans. Not only with the size, but that mental acuity to recognize where you're at. You're not going to get to the quarterback, but you can definitely affect the way that ball comes out of the backfield for him and force the incompletion. So it's second down now with 10:45 to go in the third quarter. Hall barks out the signals to his teammates as he's going to have 3 out far right, 1 to the near side left, and Simon Bowen is going to step up on his left-hand hip, and now he'll bring Hall in motion from that right side. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He's looking, and pressure's coming, and pressure's going to bring him down. Holy cow, that was like Moses in the Red Sea. That just parted quickly, and unfortunately for Hayes, he took the brunt of it.
Lane Johnson made the initial contact defensively for the Trojans, and then followed by about 2, 3, 4, 5 other ones.
I think they may have been trying to go for a screen, and they've had success in that play call tonight 2 or 3 times with Hall. This time trying to go to Bowen. But unfortunately, the line, I think, just didn't hold that initial block long enough, and that didn't allow the play in the backfield to set up enough. So after that big loss, it's third down 17. Ball sitting at the 40-yard line. Shotgun formation is Bowen on his right-hand hip. Bunch formation to the right. Simon alone here on the left-hand side as he's looking back. He's looking back. Hayes is stepping up. He's got a man open and incomplete. Coverage by Marshall on McKinney. And oh, wow. I think the crowd bought that flag.
Yeah.
That was a little bit late from some chirping. It's hard to see from this angle. It looked like it was pretty decent coverage. Maybe their feet got tangled up in the running, but it didn't look like it was any kind of pushing with the hands. Again, I can't see everything from this angle.
Well, I think you're right, though. I think the Utica fans got that flag pulled because it was the ref way back here on the 35-yard line that eventually tossed the flag. Yep. And I think they're going to get it.
That's what it is, pass interference. So 15 yards, Utica's parents, and that'll pick up the first down for the Redskins, keep the drive alive. And you got to do what you got to do.
Yes,
and
sir.
Can't fault the parents for trying to sell it, and I'm sure the Trojan fans may fault the referee for buying it, but either way, it's going to push the ball all the way up to it's not going to be an automatic first down, so it's going to make it 3rd down and 2. Got you a little help, but you're still going to have to finish the job yourselves, young man, as the ball will be just shy of that yard to gain marker. Hayes takes his time looking over the sideline. Gets the signals, checks his wristbands, and comes set now with Hall in the backfield on his left-hand side. 3 split out right, 1 to the near side left in the form of Simon. Hayes takes a snap, runs left, and he gets upended right about the line of scrimmage. He needed to get past the 25. Don't think he got it there. It looks like he's going to be right at the 25, so it'll make it 4th down in inches. So we'll see here. I don't know why people are afraid to go back to like a little bit of a fullback, halfback when you need a yard or 2. I mean, let the big boys line up and get what you need to get. And, you know, you put a lot of extra pressure on your quarterback. Not only is he having to throw, now you're giving him these short yardage situations where it's pretty painful in there and they're not going to let you go. Now Hall's going to get up underneath center. Go with an old school kind of wishbone formation. He's going to push out to the right and he's going to go. Flag's coming for a hold. Bring it on back as he got tripped up probably about the 3-yard line. The ball snapped out after he hit the ground, but we're going to have a hold all the way back here. And a sideline infraction.
Wow.
Interesting.
Didn't see that one coming.
I believe that's a sideline infraction call, right? Where they're pushing with their hands forward? Or is that illegal push? I don't know. Either way, it's a negative net here for the Redskins. That's will push it back to the 30-yard lines. Interesting. So the clock will continue to wind here with 8:50 to go in the third quarter. And there's a couple substitutes running in and out for that offensive line for the Redskins. Taking their time getting the play in. Not a lot of urgency in the movement of these Redskins as they come set, shotgun formation. Both Hall and Bowen in the backfield. Simon split left, 2 split out far to the right, as McKinney is split out far side. Hayes takes a snap, looks for McKinney, gets it up, and a nice jump there by McKinney. This time running a hook route deep enough to get the first down and keep that drive alive. And a good job of elevating there, as he was probably about 2 or 3 feet above his head when he threw that ball got to him.
Yeah, good concentration to reel that one in for the first down for Utica.
So keeps the drive alive here now as the ball rests at the 23-yard line. Redskins looking over the sideline again for the play call. As they go with the Rubik's Cube pattern there on the scorecard. Pistol formation, now Bowen steps up to the line. 2 left, 1 far side right, Hall on the right-hand side of Hayes. Pressure comes from the back, now he steps out of the safety position as Hayes is going to get rushed out of the pocket, and he's going to get dragged down, I believe. Nichols has got him again.
Angelo Nichols drops the quarterback.
Yeah, he's done that a couple times tonight, so great job, great penetration defensively there by Centerburg.
Loss of about 5 takes it
So
back.
tonight you get to see the anomaly where Nichols are better than a
Brings
quarterback.
up a second 15.
That was a bad dad joke right there for all of you, and I appreciate you not throwing me over the side of this stands. So second down and about 15 as the Redskins are coming set with the play call. Simon far side left, 2 split out far side to the right. As Bowen will now step up to the right side, you'll have bunch trips on the right. Hall on the left-hand hip of Hayes. 1 split left in the shotgun. Pressure coming from that right side as it was picked up by Bowen. A good job there, and he found the receiver and could not bring it in as he had a wide open receiver. I believe that was McKinney on a crossing route, and he got the eyes turned upfield before he got the ball secured in his hands.
And he had the open field, too. He's got some wheels on him, so if he could have pulled that in, he might have seen the end zone for sure.
So an unfortunate break there for the Redskins. This is now third down. 6:51 to go here, trailing 28-0. As Hayden Love has put on a one-man show.
Third down for the Redskins.
Shotgun formation, 1 left, 3 to the right as Hall's in the backfield with Hayes. Takes it, pitches it to Hall. Hall's going to throw in a halfback pass. He's got his receiver there, and it's knocked down as Miles Marshall at the last minute shot back from his safety position and was able to bat the ball down and force the incompletion. So fourth down now, and you're kind of really in a complete no man's land here.
You really are. And that was a great defensive play, but if that pass was a little higher, if he had a little bit more arm, they might have seen their first 6 points of the season. Instead, Marshall did a great job batting that down, bringing up a 4th and 15. Yeah.
So you got pretty much one option, throw it. And the defense is going to know that too. Shotgun formation, 3 left, 1 far side right as Hayes has Bowen in the backfield on his left-hand hip, takes the snap, pressure comes, he's got to step up, and he gets hit and almost loses it. He does, somehow picks it up, and then he finally goes down as the German suplex was delivered, and that'll be a turnover on downs, the second turnover on downs for the Utica Redskins offense.
Yeah, I was trying to pick that number of who got in there and hit him first.
It looked like it was maybe number 56 or 51.
Loss of possession for the Redskins.
But either way, a great job again defensively for the Trojans. Still that bend but don't break approach.
Trojans will take over
As they have a commanding 28-0 lead. Have had a plethora of explosive plays, mainly in the form of ball to Love. And Hayden Love has just been putting on a one-man clinic in the receiving department. So again, shotgun formation. Now a little more like a pistol as Marshall's lined up directly behind ball. Takes a snap, turns, hands it to him. Marshall's up the middle, and there it is. There's that speed I warned you about. And a great job there defensively of holding on. I believe that was number 6 on the tackle. Marshall's enough there to pick up a first down on his run. Braxton Fisher on the tackle.
It's really about the first time we've really seen Marshall get up and go and get the open field and make something happen. He is holding his hamstring, though, so we'll have to kind of keep an eye on that, whether he did a slight pull or if he's okay. I see him keep reaching back.
Maybe one of his nervous twitches. He does have a couple like tells. So again, pistol formation again, hands it off, and again he just stepped through the hole, was able to get past the line of scrimmage across the 50, and he'll finally fall down at about the 43-yard line. And second down and 7. Fisher again on that tackle.
About 3, brings up 2nd, 7.
And if you can get him to where he's going to get you at least 3 yards a run on top of what you're doing with the passing game and having both Ballinger and Love on the outside you can throw the ball to. Trojans, that defense is going to, as long as the defense can play competent on the other side, you should be in every single game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they'll be hard to stop.
So the KMAC is going to have their eyes focused on Centerburg when the conference play comes up. Marshall gets the handoff this time. He's got nowhere to go as Big Daddy number 60 got himself in there and was pumped up after that tackle.
Yeah, Donovan Holly with the tackle. He's only 6'1", 370.
He's a man.
He'll put a stop on some people for sure.
He's an agile young man too. Moves quickly up there on that line as he plays a nose tackle position. Does a great job. He doesn't have to get the play stopped, but he does a great job of consuming blockers on that offensive line. So shotgun formation again. Marshall lined up behind ball. Now he sends him in motion to the right-hand side as he looks that way. Pump fakes it. He's going to look. He's got a man wide open, but he's going to check down to Marshall. He gets it across the 40, and he will get run out of bounds by Hall, but not before he gets inside the 35 to the 32. And a first down there and a late whistle after the play.
Had a little extracurricular activity happened in the deep secondary. I think I was just kind of like a little warning whistle from the back judge saying, hey.
I see it.
Yep. Calm down a little bit.
So 1st and 10 again for the Trojans. As this offense, this second half has really found the consistency they lacked that first half. And having Marshall able to pick up a couple yards each time he touches the ball rather than getting stopped short has been that change for them. So they did a lot of good adjustments there in the locker room to get that running game going. Shotgun formation, empty backfield as Love is split out far side left. Man in motion from right to left. Is going to fake. The ball's keeping himself. Cuts back on a nice counter play, and he'll be inside the 30 down to about the 27-yard line before he's wrapped up. Gain of about 6 or 7. And that's part of the game Ball showed you last year as he was able to get himself out of a lot of pickles with his feet. And it looks like this year he's learning to not rely on it as heavy as he did last year. He's staying in that pocket a lot more now. Again, having Ballinger and Love to bail you out on the outside is not in a negative way, but 2 solid receivers can catch gives you more confidence to stand in that pocket. Quick turn handoff is going to be a dive off that left side, and the young man's got a crease. He's down inside the 10, 5, touchdown Trojans. As that was Sean Carter, the 5'8", 175-pound running back or senior for the Trojans, stepping in and taking it to the house.
Yeah, nice play. Only thing that was going to stop him from hitting the end zone would have been a holding call, and didn't get it. So a great job getting around to the outside, punching it over the end zone, and back on the board they go. 34-0 now within the third quarter.
Well, I tell you what, that's even more scary. You see Miles Marshall was on the sideline working out some cramps. His backup comes in and hauls off for a 30-yard touchdown score.
Right.
KMAC is going to really have to pay attention to this team out of Centerburg this year. So empty backfield here as they go for 2, up 34-0 with 3:35, and I believe the clock will start to run fast now as the point spread has gone beyond the OSHA limit. Empty backfield, ball turns, pump fakes, pressure comes up the middle, and they're going to get him this time. A good job there defensively by the Redskins to bring him down. So our score here is Centerburg 34, Utica 0. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights. As we come back, it's going to be Kyler on the kind of end around here as he tries to go to the outside. He's losing more territory. Now he made the wrong mistake, and that was costly. As he'll get dropped all the way back, they're going to say his momentum will push him or let him stay up about the 8-yard line. But boy, rough start here to your possession that far back in your own territory. So 34-0 as the Redskins come out on the field here, 1st and 10, deep inside their own territory. Ball's at the 8-yard line. Two split out far side to the right, one near side left. It's going to be Simon as Bowen will step out of the backfield up along the line, and Hall will step on the right-hand side of Hayes. Turns, hands it off. He's going to run his Hall right up the middle. He tried to bounce back outside as the first initial point of attack was closed. And the backside pursuit was able to wrap him up, a loss of about a yard there. And this offense right now is going in the wrong direction. So 34-0 as the clock goes here. We're down under 2 minutes in the third quarter. Mind you, after the game, stick around for the Pizza Cottage player of the game. Short of a miracle, I'm pretty sure I know who that's going to be. As the Redskins come set here, shotgun formation. 2 right, 2 to the left. Going in the backfield with Hayes as he looks over that defense, takes a snap. He's going to run. He's going to be right up the middle. There's a crease and there's a seam. He's out across the 35 to the 30. Made a couple man miss. And he'll get dragged down by Ballinger from behind at about the 35. And a nice run there by Hayes.
Yeah, very good. Saw the crease. He was able to take it here on the left side, near side, and get across to the 35, 36-yard line.
Good job just being patient and taking what's given him. And that's really what Utica's offense needs to understand. Obviously, right now you're in a big hole, so you try to catch up. But just be consistent. You'll find those big plays. But take what's given to you. Get the 10, 15, 20-yard runs here and there. Keep your offense moving. Keep the positive momentum on your side. Shotgun formation. 3 right, 1 to the left now as McKinney comes in motion. He's going to send him back the same way he came from. Hayes will roll out that way as he's got blockers. Pressure's now from the back. He's looking deep.
Wow.
He's trying to get the money bag, and that's going to be incomplete. As that was a attempt to get McKinney on the far sideline, down about the 20-yard line. As running stride for stride with him there, I believe, is number 5 for the Trojans.
I tell you what, that was an arm. He threw that ball 55 yards.
That was a heck
the
of a
old
shot.
days of the old punt, pass, and kick competitions. Now,
Right.
might be aging myself when I say things like that. But
Oh, that was a great job, though. And just unfortunately, he actually overshot his wide receiver.
yeah,
And the defender tried to lay out and catch it, but was not able to. So that's the end of the third quarter. Our score here is Centerburg 34, Utica nothing on the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights. Fourth quarter it is, 34-0 is the score as the Redskins have the ball trailing at their own 36-yard line. Shotgun formation, Hall in motion as he comes back. A quick pitch to Hall as he had to sidestep one defender but not able to get free, and they will bring him down after a gain of about maybe a yard.
Yeah, Lane Johnson stepped it his way, forced him on the inside where he was able to be brought down there at the 35-yard line. So good defensive effort there by the Trojans. Even though it's 34 to 0 here defensively, Trojans still got to work on executing, making sure they're still doing what they're supposed to do. Don't take it don't go loosely here. We got 9 more games ahead of us, so work out the kinks now.
And this is where the pride comes in. You don't want to give up a score either. You get that shutout as the first game of the season. Kind of helps build that confidence throughout the rest of the year. Shotgun formation, 2 left, 2 to the right as empty backfield for Hayes. Drops back, looks left, look right. A little bubble screen for McKinney. And again, too high. And it'll bounce off his hands and fall into a crowd of players who fortunately weren't paying attention. And it falls incomplete. So brings up a 4th down. Again, mind you, our sponsors tonight. Starting point of Knox County, Griffin Insurance, Howard Hilton, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Spearman Financial Services, Pizza Cottage, and stick around for after the game for our Pizza Cottage player of the game, Buckeye Stoves, Danbury Senior Living, Knox County Veteran Services of Ohio, Knox Public Health Mobility and Management, Citywide Solutions, Ariel Corporation, Conway's Danville Pharmacy, Velvet Ice Cream, and Hinton Heavy Equipment Repair. So McKinney is going to get his foot into that. It's going to be a high end-over-end kick. Take a nice Utica bounce at about the 38-yard line. See where they say it officially went out.
Wow.
And, well, he'll walk it back up. I don't know. I've never figured out why the rule goes you walk down and come back, but either way, he walks it back. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Trojans at their own 34-yard line. 9:50 to go, and if you didn't grab a drink and you're thirsty, don't worry, folks. Just hang on. This game will be over in literally 9 minutes and 46 seconds. At the score differential by OHSAA rules, the clock does not stop except for a timeout or an injury. So the Trojans will come out as the backups have come in. So bear with us here as we have some new faces. Shotgun formation, 2 right, 1 to the left. Takes a snap, turns, hands it off. It's going to be a dive right up the middle, and he will high step his way through a couple arm tackles there. As that is Carlisle on the carry. The young sophomore, 5'4", 140 pounds.
Gain of 5 on the play, 2nd and 5.
So 2nd down and 5 for the Trojans as the clock is down under 9 minutes. Week number 1 on the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights. So glad you joined us here for this game. Shotgun formation, 2 right, 1 to the left. Takes snap, turns, hands it off, and again a dive right up the middle, and again 4 or 5 yards in a cloud of dust. Carlisle using his size to his advantage there, hiding behind that offensive line.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're moving players in and out of here, moving the chains.
So next week, folks, we remind you we will be bringing you action as Utica will travel out to Danville, and that will be on the Game 1 broadcast. Game 2 broadcast will be Ron and I again as we will bring you action from Mount Vernon as the Newark Wildcats travel up 13 to take on the Yellow Jackets for week number 2 action on the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights. So again, shotgun formation, 2 right, 1 to the left as Carlisle's in the backfield. Work out a little confusion. And Carter Wagner is now in at quarterback. Shotgun formation, takes a snap, turns, hands like Carlisle right up the middle again across the 45. And there he meets a shoulder from the defender and drops down to the 46.
Yeah, nice tackle by number 10, Elijah Bland there for Utica.
Trojans just taking their time now, doing the clock management as their second team is in here. Wagner gets the play, comes in and delivers it to his teammates. Carlisle in the backfield with him as he's got 2 split out far to the right and 1 near side left. There's be a little confusion right now of what's going on, but finally they come set. Snap, Wagner turns, hands, Carlisle again, dives up the middle, again makes 2 miss with a nice stutter step and out across the 50. As he split two defenders, they were able to wrap him up, ran into his own teammate. I think his teammate took the worst hit out of all of them.
Oh, absolutely. And in on the tackle was Bennett there by Utica. You always, when you're that second team that you get the opportunity on a Friday night to get on the field, their adrenaline is going pretty high right now because they would love to put another 6 points on the board.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Give you a little bragging right going into school on Monday. So third down, and ball sits inside Utica territory at the 49-yard line. Shotgun formation, two left, one far side right as Carlisle lines up behind Wagner. As he barks out the signal, takes snap, turns. Carlisle gets it. This time, Carlisle goes nowhere as he is wrapped up and brought down.
There's that number 60, Donovan Hawley again.
As Hawley got in there again for the tackle for loss. That makes it a fourth down, and they will send out the punt team for the Trojans. Clock continues to wind as we're down under 6 minutes now here. As our score is 34-0. As they come set back deep for the Redskins. Returning the punt will be Kyler Zeiske. High end over end kick. He's going to take it at about his 13-yard line. Stutter step, made a man miss. Another man miss, and this time the cavalry shows up to wrap him up and put him down. So the Redskins will have the ball short of their own 20-yard line here in the fourth quarter, trailing 34-0 on the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights. We'll see here what the offense attempts to do. Still got to take these opportunities, still find some kind of rhythm. As Coach Riley will keep the first team out there still. Something you can have on tape, something you can watch in the film session, something you can build off of.
First down for the Redskins.
Well, I take that back as they're going to change things up now. They have a new quarterback in, I believe that's number 5, Gavin Dugan. I could be wrong. Handoff off that left-hand side, and again, I believe that was Zeiske.
This is number 26, Kyler Zeiske.
I don't know why you don't keep giving that young man an opportunity, as he's shown every time he's touched the ball, he's electric.
He is, and it's always around that left side. He finds the opening, and he does have the speed. I think you said it earlier, where you just don't realize it until he gets the seam and able to get around. He just puts it into high gear and goes. Now I think it looks like we're going to have a timeout here.
Got an injury on the far sideline, I think, for a Redskin player on that. Yes, and that is a player down right up against the line there. So while they attend to him, we're going to step out. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights. We'll get back to action here as the injured player for the Redskins is up and walking over there. I believe that is Zeiske, so that's a loss they don't want to have, as he is, like I said, been very explosive every time the ball has been in his hand. So it's 1st and 10 from the 37 as they come set shotgun formation. 2 right, 1 far side to the left. Snap, turns, hands off. It's a dive right up the middle as that is going to be Wyatt McInturf as Gavin Dugan handed him the ball. So a gain of about 5 yards. You know, all night long, it's not been the running game that's been a problem for their offense. They've shown success, and no matter who they've tried to use, Hall, Bowen, Zeiske, now McInturf. Hayes had a nice run. I mean, they can move the ball on the ground. Unfortunately, they've got a little too pass happy early in the game, and that just kind of put them in a hole they couldn't get out of. So shotgun snap again, handed off this time. McInturf bobbles it, but is able to maintain possession and gets right back to the line of scrimmage. It looked like a little bit of a bobble there between him and Dugan. Brings up a 3rd down. To remind you folks, stick around after the game. We have the Pizza Cottage Player of the Game, along with the starting point of Knox County post-game show. So 3rd down and 5. The clock ticks at 2:30 here in the final quarter of the game. 34-0 as the sun is set here in Centerburg, Ohio for an absolutely beautiful evening of high school football. Handoff off that left side. He's got a crease again across the 45, out across the 50. And he goes down inside Trojan territory at the 49-yard line. I believe that was Jack Fletcher on the carry. So again, the running game's there for the Redskins. Problem is when you're down 34-0, the running game doesn't really help.
Work on execution, work on seeing what does work, try to regroup things for the week, get ready for next Friday.
And they're going to have to be ready for sure because they travel up to Danville, and that's no easy task there. As Danville just kind of reloaded after their deep playoff run last season. A quick little out route here as that's going to be caught by Fletcher, and he'll be down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. Good ball there by Dugan. Has hit him right on his target. And that's been one of the things we saw from both quarterbacks too tonight is the accuracy there from the arms. This isn't there on all the throws yet. You know, Ball, while I had a great game passing the ball with 3 touchdown passes over probably close to 200 yards, a lot of the balls were sailing high on him that he was missing. Same thing with the Hayes for the Redskins, but right there, Dugan, a nice delivery on that out route. The shotgun formation, 3 left, 1 near side to the right as Dugan takes the snap. He's going to roll left. He's got time. He delivers the ball, and again, caught on the outside. I believe that was Fletcher again, as he will be down to about the 38-yard line and a 1st down.
Move the chains, and time is running out.
A little more consistent, like, feel out of Dugan here. He just has a little bit of a different calmness, I guess, to him out there when he's doing it. Now, again, he's down 34-0, so he doesn't have a whole lot of pressure on his shoulders, but still, you're the backup. You're playing on a Friday night. You don't want to look incompetent at your position. He's done a great job and delivered a couple of great passes to Fletcher for moving the ball. So handoff again is going to be a dive right up the middle, and he'll be down inside the 35 there. As that was Jack Fletcher on the run there. Excuse me, it's been Fisher. He's been hooking up on the pass route. Fletcher's been doing a good job running the ball. Anyway, 2nd down now as the clock is down under 10 seconds. Will be the final play here for the Redskins. As Dugan will get the snap, turns. He's going to fake the handoff, and this time the ball is going to be incomplete. And that is going to be our ball game, folks. So the final score here after week 1 on the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights is Centerburg 34, Utica nothing. Stick around for the the starting point of Knox County postgame show on WNBO.
Hey, football fans, as we cheer on our teams this season, let's talk about a crucial support team right here in Mount Vernon.
At Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center, we're here to support you through every decision, just like a coach guides you through the big game.
Whether it's about pregnancy testing or exploring your options, Starting Point is all about giving you the information and support you need.
Just like every play counts on the field, every choice you make for your life matters.
For more information, visit knoxstartingpoint.com.
Knox Starting Point, you have more choices than you think.
So our final score on the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights is Centerburg 34, Utica nothing. As we are in the starting point of Knox County postgame show, and Ron, it was a game that teetered on being close in the first half, and then started the second half, the floodgates just opened up.
Yeah, absolutely. It it started with a bang, really. Centerburg in that first quarter, when you put the points on the board, they put two quick ones on the board with the Love connection, 80-yard and a 90-yard touchdown pass. Then they came back in the second quarter with a 45-yard touchdown pass to none other than Love again. So, they just let it roll in that first half pretty well. They scored one other time in the second quarter with a 27-yard touchdown run by Carter, but puts us at 34-0, which is our final score. So a lot to learn, a lot to improve on for both teams, really, if you look at it. But, man, it should be an exciting year to watch both of them go through and navigate and kind of improve here, improve there, and adjust where they need to.
Indeed, it will be, and Utica's got a quick turnaround. As I said, they will travel out to Danville next week, so it's not going to be a letdown of what you saw here tonight. It's going to be the same thing, another solid team as the Blue Devils will come to the field, and Ron and I will be in Mount Vernon as the Wildcats will travel up 13. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors again, starting point of Knox County, Griffin Insurance, Howard Hilton, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Spearman Financial Services, Pizza Cottage, Buckeye Stoves, Danbury Senior Living, Knox County Veteran Services, Knox Public Health Mobility Management, Citywide Solutions, Aerial Corporation, Conway Danville Pharmacy, Velvet Ice Cream, and Hinton Heavy Equipment Repair. And folks, I don't think it's much of a debate. The Pizza Cottage player of the game, really, Hayden Love, is about the only one you could even think of.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he did a great job tonight with his receptions, and just good work all around. Definitely would agree with that.
So there you have it, folks. Week 1 action in the books already as we get done with our game here on the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights. Centerburg 34, Utica nothing. For Gary Cooper, who was spinning the dials and bringing you the smiles, and Ron Strong on color, I'm Kyle Kerstetter. Have a great week, and God bless.